Zwift related problems. Check this out, I haven't worn these since about March 2019. 32, probably about 3 inches of clearance there. Now I love the Instagram site Drive Tastefully, but you can decide whether or not this is Sail Tastefully. Look at that. Daddy yacht, mummy yacht, and baby yacht. But also, you may just be able to make out some little diddly jet skis, all colour coordinated. I'm actually very reliably informed that this is indeed a wrap for ships, and actually Bellamy Hair is a hair extension company. Go figure. So post 40-20 session, looking for a little bit of brunch on Shad Thames. So I've had my usual protein shake and blueberries immediately after the workout. And really for the carb source, I've got a ciabatta toasted with a load of roasted vegetables and salsa inside. It's pretty low fat and will help replenish the muscle glycogen. So Saturday night, bit of sushi, but starting with the veg because the veg is filling, but then on to the main event. It's perfectly possible to shed a little bit of body fat while still eating well. So it may look like there's quite a lot of sushi here, but it's a low fat option. The only fats really is the avocado and the salmon, and that's good omega-3 fats, and the rest of it is rice. So really filling, really tasty, enjoyable eating while losing body weight. So it's 10:30 and I'm about to have a snack before going to bed. And if you're looking to lose fat, you have got nothing to worry about if you like to go to bed on a slightly fuller stomach, because fat loss is all about calories in being lower than the calories burnt off or out. So as always, I'm going to have one of these protein yogurts. Delivers 20 grams of protein to help repair muscle damage overnight, but also I've added some slow digesting carbohydrates in the way of oats to replenish glycogen, but they also calm the nervous system down and get you ready to go to bed, and it's very low fat. I should also add that normally before bed I'd have a piece of high fibre Biona bread with a bit of peanut butter on it and some jam, but because I'm looking to shed a kilogram or so of weight, I've decided to cut that out because that's going to save, I don't know, 250 or so calories, and it's all going to contribute to a little bit of fat loss. Additionally, in between the brunch and the sushi, I had a little snack, and that comprised one of these grenade protein bars that's got 20 grams of protein, and it's also very high in fibre, so it helps fill you up, and it hasn't got too much fat in it either. Plus an apple for the vitamin C, but also it's got nice slow digesting carbohydrates in it. And I've got a sweet tooth, and I hit my sweet tooth craving with a bit of Green and Black's 85% chocolate, about 150 calories worth, maybe a tad more. But it also gives you nice antioxidants, again, to help repair the body. It's a pre-race weigh-in. I've just taken on about 1 litre of liquids, including my protein shake. And there's the weigh. I'm in the pen, and I'm 10 seconds away from the start of the Yorkshire World Championships UCI race on Zwift. I'm in the 100-kilometre category, and I haven't warmed up. It was a bit of a late decision to take part, and I've only just made it to the start line. Here we go. Everybody's wearing white today. My avatar's got the grey hair and is in the middle of the screen. It's quite a quick start here, given there's 100 kilometres to go. And my objective is not to burn myself out like I did on Out the Zwift. I just want to find a nice group where I can put down decent power. And really the objective is to last the course.
So I found a little group to ride in. And today's race is in honour of Brodie Champman from Tibco SVB. Congratulations, Brodie, on making it to the World Championships. It's super tough to get into the Australian team, and you made it. I salute you. And congratulations on your finishing place, 39th. Incredible, especially given Amanda Spratt was in the early breakaway, and therefore the Australian team couldn't chase on. And congratulations to Amanda for 3rd place. Really enjoyed watching the race. We're a bit of a hill here. I think it dips down after this. Got my diesel engine engaged here, close to 150. Feels good. We've got a nice little complex at the end of the next hill. At the end of this hill, sorry. It's kind of like a chicane. It goes into quite a steep 1.2 kilometre hill, as we saw last lap. I'm really enjoying this. Having a group that meets my capabilities, and we're gradually reeling others in. Legs feel good, lungs feel good so far. We're not even halfway yet. Don't want to keep it above 300 for too long. Little acceleration here required. It nearly blew myself up there. Got the situation back under control. Although the heart rate's very high. Just coming to start the 4th lap. The 2 in front, I think, are only doing 3 laps. SG and I are for the full 7. Now I'm starting to tire. Sit rep, 1 hour 38 and 37 seconds. I completely blew up during the 4th and early part of the 5th lap. Just trying to regroup and get back into a tempo. I'm struggling to get about 3.5 watts a kilogram. Definitely, it was a bad idea to do this fasted, or to start it fasted. Just focusing on the cadence here to get back into tempo. Not focusing so much on the watts, to be honest. The level of misery is high. For 1:55.06, very nearly quit there. But I will get to the end. But not in any great style. Baton Rouge. Horrible. Average 3.3 watts a kilogram, 222 watts. Time 2 hours 49 and 19 seconds. I'm glad I finished today. Sorry Brodie, I didn't live up to your high standards. That was absolutely draining, and for the avoidance of doubt, it isn't a technique I'd recommend for sustainable fat loss. It was pretty silly actually to embark on just under 100-kilometre race without having eaten. Although that said, I did eat well yesterday in terms of plenty of carbohydrates and nutrients. Here, scene of devastation. Quite a lot of perspiration. And time for the post-race weigh-in. Here we go. 64.6. So clearly the vast majority of that is water weight, and so that's going to come back over the course of the day as I kind of pamper myself, recuperate, feed up and take on water. But that was a proper tough race, 97 kilometres, about 1700 metres of climbing and about 2,200 calories burned. So I'm kind of predicting that I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning quite a bit lighter, but the weight's going to gradually come back, because clearly that kind of exercise to lose weight is not sustainable and certainly not something I would recommend. And certainly, as I said at the end of the race, I would definitely not recommend starting one of those races on just a protein shake and caffeine as I did, notwithstanding the fact that I did eat plenty of carbs last night. So I've just cleaned up everything post the UCI Yorkshire race. I've washed my hair, hence I've got a cap on. After washing your hair and drying it, if you put a cap on, it stops it going frizzy afterwards. So that's why I'm wearing a cap indoors. Anyway, I digress. Post-ride nutrition, 150 grams of blueberries in there. Coconut water. And a scoop and a half of vanilla whey protein, low fat, low carb. Now the blueberries deliver the vitamin C and antioxidants to help calm the body down post-exercise and offset some of that adrenaline and cortisol that's been surging around due to the high intensity effort, but also the caffeine that I had at the beginning of the ride. The protein, obviously that repairs muscle, i.e. the muscles get damaged during the exercise, and in order to rebuild the muscles they need some source of amino acids to start the repair process. And so that's what the protein's doing. And the almond milk just tastes good. And again, is low fat. Mix it all together. Stuff it in a Nutribullet. And that will deliver rapid amino acid replenishment to the muscles post-exercise. The carb source, and have one of these nice cinnamon bagels, peanut butter and jam on it. I also just want to re-emphasize that in order to create fat loss, you definitely do not have to resort to a 2.5 hour, 2 3/4 hour bike ride to burn 2,200 calories. That is not sustainable in any way, shape or form. I'm doing it because I want to win a Cat A race on Zwift, and that will help me build endurance and a bit of mental willpower, hopefully to help me win a slightly shorter climbing race on Zwift. All you need to do is create a calorie deficit, i.e. burn 200 more calories than you consume throughout the day. Now I'm personally not a big advocate of counting calories. You can, but if you monitor your progress on the scales and you maintain a nice consistent eating regime and exercise regime, you can make adjustments to how much you eat or how much you exercise accordingly. So here, post-ride, I'm having my usual bagel. I'll probably have something else to eat given I've burnt so many calories, and it is now 1:45, having started the race at about 9 AM. But this is my kind of usual post-exercise routine.
where I've had a much more moderate amount of calories burned, either in the gym and or on the bike. And again, no need to be afraid of carbs. If you like your carbs, fuel up with your carbs. If you like your high fat, low carb, high protein, eat that. Go with whatever's sustainable. And voila. Little tip if you have a sweet tooth and you're wanting to cut the calories. One small Oreo ice cream, about 120 calories, but very nice indeed and keeps a sweet tooth at bay. And here on MasterChef 2019, I am very proud to present beans on toast. Or more correctly here, beans on ciabatta. Probably 400 to 450 calories, very low fat. It will fill you up and make you feel good, remind you of your childhood. Obviously not one for the gluten intolerant. And tonight, unlike last night, it's a very pleasant evening here in London. So I'm just about to go to bed, and unusually today I've been left home alone. So I've indulged myself enjoying a bit of the Grand Prix, the UCI World Championships, and generally catching up on stuff, including a bit of YouTube. But I thought it would be helpful to kind of end the evening with a quick chat on the value of consistency if you're looking to lose a bit of body weight and body fat. Because if you're consistent in terms of how regularly you train, but also in terms of what you're eating, then it's much easier to keep the weight loss and the fat loss ticking along nicely. So, as for last night and as for most nights, I'm being consistent. And so, one protein yogurt, 20 grams of protein in there to help repair muscle damage, very low fat, and some oats on top to calm the body down and prepare it for bed, and generally provide glycogen to fuel the next training session. And as I've said, same as last night, I've dropped the piece of high fibre bread with peanut butter and jam in order to lose a few more calories and therefore keep the fat loss ticking over. And over the next week, I can see how that impacts on my weight and therefore body fat reduction.